Okay, fine. So now yesterday we have discussed about like what is string. So what are the methods of string? And then string methods we did not discuss, but we have discussed about nested arrays, nested objects. So then we have discussed about what is JavaScript strings. So then we have discussed about how many ways do we need to write it again. Okay. Strings. So what are the ways to write down strings? So today we will discuss about, okay, we have discussed about, so double equal to operator, so and triple equal to operator. So based on these string types and number and boolean also we have seen. So now we will discuss about string methods. So then we will discuss about data object. Okay, so we will discuss about so digital clock we have to develop. So using, so which one? So data object along with callback functions. Can you create 2D area of size nm? Nm means 2D. So like you are saying one inside another you're saying. Okay, we will discuss those things. Yeah, so it's digital clock using data object along with callback functions. So then we will discuss about so entire BOM, DOM and JavaScript objects. Okay, fine. We will try to discuss if time permits. Okay, so JS BOM, especially window object. So later we will discuss so examples level, but at present I'm discussing only theory part of so this JavaScript BOM and window. Okay, so we have already covered these things earlier. So now we are focusing on string methods now. Okay, fine. Okay, so what is string methods? Okay, so yesterday we have seen so few of the methods and what are the uses of that methods. Okay, so now we will see practically. Just see, it's taking sound and otherwise I'm getting sweaty. Yeah. So now we will first write down caret. I'm writing a little bit fast because you are not writing right. So directly you are listening. Yeah. So now caret position, for example, I'm providing so one string something JavaScript. Okay. So now I want to provide the string caret position of so that particular index position you can give some 2 or 3 or 4 something. So I want to print that value. Okay. Okay, fine, save. Go to the physical location. Click on F12. Okay, so that V is coming. Okay, we will do one thing. So because otherwise it will take time unnecessarily. But this chart would be difficult. Okay, fine, we will keep it here. Okay, fine. So these are the things we will do it now fast little bit. Yeah, otherwise I will keep here. I can understand this chart. Yeah, fine. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Now character at which index position we are getting 0, 1, 2. So in the 2 index v is there. So that's why we are getting. Right? So if you want to provide concatenation of string, so then we have to use concat method, right? So for example, so where str1 equal to something, so where str2 equal to, so we have to write so angular something or react or vue.js something. Okay. So here I'm trying to combine. So here str1 dot concat of str2. Okay, save. So I'm explaining. If you have any doubts, you can ask me later. So I'm trying to explain all the doubts now, all the methods. What is this? Breakpoints, all these are coming. Where is this? Where it is moving? Why it went to here? No breakpoints. Okay, fine. So now it is coming. So JavaScript is coming. Okay, if you did not ping, then I can do it. Where is this one? Yeah, so finally we got the JavaScript and React. So like this, we have to do it if you want to get some space. JavaScript, React. Okay, so now we want to find out the index of. So str1 dot, so index of, you have to provide the, so that particular word here. So any word you have to provide inside. So if you want to write JavaScript info, so I want to find out the info here. So anything you can find out the any particular character or word or something, but that index of will take care about the first character, so that particular index position. So here how many? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, something like that. Okay, we will see. Oh, what happened? Something we have done, yes, one dot index of that particular info.
O capital of index.
1 second. Yeah. So method name. Just a second. Yeah, fine. So here I'm providing index of, right? So maybe that index of OF is the capital letter. So because normally we have to use, so first letter word should be small and next word first letter should be capital, normal methods, right? So except that set timeout. So time is different word, out is different word, but still O is a small letter because timeout they have given one word. Yeah, fine. So now, so index if is a not a function, it is showing. So that's why, so 11 is coming. Okay, fine. So next one is similar to the, so last index of, but it will identify from starting onwards. Most of the members, they will confuse from the last means it will calculate from the, so back. Okay, so here JavaScript from something, let me provide, so JavaScript from skill edge something. Okay, so if you want to provide the same thing, if I want to find out the from here, so we need to find out the, so from here. So if you want to write multiple times or something, so then also we have to find out. So for example, JavaScript from this village and from, instead of writing like this, I want to use multiple times. Okay, so meaning, leave it about meaning. So just think about something. Okay, JavaScript from skill edge from, so Isaac something. Okay, you can write anything, but I'm using, so try to using from twice. So here index of, if you use, it will find out the first index. If you use the last index of, then it will find out the last one, even not in the middle. If you provide 3 or 4, but it will not find out the middle ones, we will find out the last one. So for that we have to use, so last index of. So these all are small things. I think I need to give this one to your homework. So then you will do it, these things. Okay, fine. So clear and refresh. So that 26 or something here, if you find out, okay, from 0 to, yeah. So next one is we have to find out the, so two lowercase and two uppercase. Okay, similar to uppercase. Why it is going to the breakpoint we have removed, right? Yeah. So here, so string 1 dot to uppercase, string 1 dot to lowercase and uppercase. Wow, this is very big text content, so that's why it is that much. So JavaScript in capital JavaScript. Okay, so next one is the trim method. So what is the use of trim method? Just we have to remove the, so leading and trailing spaces. Okay, better to give space. So str1 dot length. So we will identify the before trim, after trim. Okay, so first initially it would be, it will calculate even spaces also here. Okay, so then we have to find out the, so not this one. So we have to find out the trim method, and after that we have removed this one, then it will find out the length property. Okay, fine, save, clear, refresh. So what is that? str1 dot length, why it is giving 12? So for length method only by default it is taking, or what? Mhm. So what we are writing, that is correct only, right? So 0, 1, okay, total length, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So JavaScript 4, 8, 10, 11, 12, that is correct. But after trimming, so we have to find out the length, then it should give, so 10, right? This trim method, yes, yeah, yes, you are correct. So trim method returns new string. So that new string value actually so doesn't change exact that particular string. So that is the meaning. So it doesn't return the new value. So it is giving the same value. So this trim method, we need to assign it to the one more variable. So we need to recollect all these methods once. Okay, so trim method returns new string. So that new string, if you want to find out the length, so then it will find out the 10. Okay, once again. So normally earlier we have done the operations with the same string. But if you use the trim method, so then it will return the new string. That string, if you try to find out the length, so then it will remove the leading and trailing spaces. So now it will give the 9 or 10, right? So initially it would be, so 12, now it would be 10. Okay, so the same thing we have to do it remaining things. So for example, if I want to provide the so replace method, so what is the main advantage of replace? Just we have to provide the data. Instead of one data, I need to provide something else. So for example, I'm providing, so when we have to use that trim method, do we have any idea? For example, inside the username, if you try to provide unexpectedly some Chiranjeevi is there, but I have given one space here. So at the time of registration, you did not provide any space, but at the time of login, you are giving space and we are trying to log in, but still we are feeling, so I have given correct credentials, but still it is not working, right? So if you trim that content, then it works fine. So even at the time of registration or login, so while retrieving the value, if you use the trim method, so then it will remove that spaces, then it works fine, even though if you give the spaces leading and trailing, okay? Yeah, so now one string is there. So I want to provide a hello JavaScript something, hello React or something. So I want to replace this hello. Okay, so that particular thing would be there. I want to replace, so str1 dot replace. So here you need to observe replace method. I want to provide already hello is there. So that word I want to convert into hi or something. So this is actual word, this is a new word. So this replace method also, it will give the written new one, new string, right? So for that, where update string equal to, so we are, so that replace and it will store it into, so that particular thing. And I'm trying to print console.log that even I can provide directly. So console.log updated something. Okay, so now we will see what's happening, whether it is replaced or not. We will check it out. Okay. Updated string is not defined. Oh, yeah. So hi JavaScript, hello React is coming, but this is not correct, right? So we need to replace wherever hello is there. I want to replace hi JavaScript, hi hello. But if you want to use the replace method, it will find out the only first occurrence. So if you want to find out the entire that string, so then we have to write down globally. So if you want to use globally, so then we have to provide the regular expression. Okay, so for that, so same thing I'm providing, just we have to provide hello is there. So just you can provide the inside the expression, but after providing that expression, so we need to provide the global here. Okay, I don't want to explain much more about regular expressions here. So because, so we need to learn more regular. So did we discuss? No, we did not discuss. I'm a bit confusing about the previous batch and this one. Yeah, replace all also there, but in real time we will use mostly regular expressions. Okay, so here I'm trying to provide hi. Okay, so here wherever hello is there, so globally I want to change with hi, so then it will modify so in the entire string. Okay, so now save, replace, so hi JavaScript. Okay, this is not explaining. Okay, yeah, so hi JavaScript, hi React is coming. So now it is got modified because of this global. Okay, so now we will see the splice method. Same earlier what we have seen splice method. So sorry, not splice, split method. Splice we should not use, we will use slice here. But before that, we have to use the split method. So if you want to take any split the array or something group of characters into individual each and every element. For example, I have group of words, but I want to split into individual word. I have group of characters, but I want to display individual character. In those scenarios, we will use split method. Okay, so here the same string would be there. So let me provide, so that result we have to keep it into one variable. So where result or something split string, something we have to write. So then what we have to do, str1 dot split. Don't worry, Suraj, we will explain detailed regular expression later. Just slash G. So this is the way we have to use. Actually, I'm unable to see properly that chart window here. Okay, fine. So generally, global, whenever we have to write the regular expression, so we have to write it like this. So then we have to write the IG, but at present we are discussing only G. G means global level we have to discuss, means entire that particular string. So we have to capture that particular word and we have to replace. So G stands for here, globally we have to identify. But these regular expressions we will discuss a lot. So at the time of validations. So that's why I did not discuss much more here. Okay. Yeah. So str1 dot split. So this split I want to do. So based on the spaces. So most of the members, they may think this one is space. No, this is not space. If you give space like this, then only it will split. If you did not give space, so then it will display each and every character. If you give space here, then it will display based on this space. So now it will display, so 4 words. So 4 words, if you want to display individually, so we have to do for loop, right? So generally we will use for where. So I'm trying to use for in we know. So that split string, split str. So we have seen this for in loop console.log split string of something I. So that particular index. Save it. So now clear and refresh. So hello JavaScript, hello React. For example, if you provide any space instead of space, these all are nothing but tokenizers. Comma separated, we have to specify a comma. So then it will split the same thing. Okay, so for example, if you did not give space, so then it will take it as single word, this whole thing is. Okay, so just split the particular word. So based on the delimiters of the delimiter, something word would be there. Okay, so you can give so any special character space or comma or something you can use. So based on that, we have to tokenize the words. Okay, so fine. So next one is the slice method. So here one thing is there. So slice method we know. So it will return the new string. So result string or slice string. So why we have to use slice string? If you want to split the particular part of the string. So str1 dot slice. So you can use so particular part, right? Okay, remove these commas. Space also it will take it as so one character. So here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5, 6 onwards we will provide. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 means it will come back, right? Okay, JavaScript is 10 words, right? So 616, okay, fine. I did not save or what? Oh, console.log slice string. Yeah, JavaScript is coming. So slice method, it will give the start of the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, but I want only 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So space also it will calculate. From 6 onwards, that is, so this is 15 actually. Actually, this is 16, but end index is exclusive. So that's why it will come until 10. So here total 616, so 10 words between that. So 6 is inclusive and 16 is exclusive. So that's why we are displaying so JavaScript. Okay, so this is the way we have to use the methods. And one more thing, so what is that? That substr they have removed. So and substring is there. So that substring also same, similar to this one only, but difference is negative number and not all these things, but not required. If you observe, not substring, right? So we have to use this thing. Yeah, so if you observe here also that substring method, actually sub is one word, string is another word, but still I'm using small only. But some scenarios they have given, so these mistakes, even some other programming languages also, they have given instance of the Java keyword, I think. So there also O is small. So some certain set timeout also O is small. So, but just remember those things, or otherwise we are using IDEs nowadays, right? So if you type it, then we will get it automatically. So those things, see, right? So that is the reason we can understand easily. So exactly what. Okay, fine. So these are the methods are available inside the string, and these are the more than enough. And moreover, mostly we should not use much more about string related methods. Only few of them we will use. So mostly we will use array related methods, and some scenarios we will use so that index of caret. So these things we will use, but two lowercase these things slice method we will use it. And one more, so we will use the replace method with a regular expression. Sometimes if you want to modify entire data, and sometimes we will use split method also if you want to do this thing parts, like we have data object, but I want to split that one instead of slashes or hyphens, I want to modify. So in those scenarios, we will use split method. Yeah, so next method is so date object. So next object is data object. So this is very important. And so at the time of those methods, we have to set the date and we have to retrieve, and based on the user, we have to format the date, all those things. But if you want to go for the React level or Angular level, so we can use predefined tense, we can do it. But here we have to do manually. Okay, so how to create the date, how to set the date, how to retrieve the date. So the date related month, full year, so time, hours, minutes, seconds, all those things, how to retrieve and how to set, we will see now. So why I'm explaining these things, these all are very small things. If you discuss this thing, it will take too much of time for each and everything. So we need to discuss important topics. Too many things would be there. Yeah, so what is date object? So date is an object we know. So why we have to use this date? To get the and set the year, month, day, hour, all these things, right? So just I'm writing, so date is an object, okay, so which is used for get and set the all the things. Okay, I don't want to write ABC. So year, month, day, hour, minute, second, so millisecond. Okay, so these are the generally we will use. So fields of the object. Okay, so syntax, how to write the data object we know. So where date equal to, so new date. This is the way we have to create the data object. So how to retrieve the, so date related methods. So date dot, then we will get all those methods. So if you want, so we can so use inside the Visual Studio Code, so based on that. Otherwise, so I'm writing few methods, but date dot instead of that one. So I'm writing get date, get full year, get month. So these are generally we will use in real time. Get day. Don't think too much about these things. If you type then console.log, we will get it. Okay. So get minutes, get seconds. So the same thing, we have to do it for the set level also, right? We have to do it same thing. Set date, set full year, set hours, set minutes, set seconds. So get month is there. Full year. After that we have to set month, set hour, set minutes. So set seconds, set milliseconds. Okay, so these are the methods we will use regularly, so inside the data objects. Okay, fine. So now we will discuss about, so one by one little bit, so then we will go for this thing in Visual Studio Code. We will identify. Okay, fine. So just I'm writing simple date. So where date equal to new date. See, if I type date dot, then it will display all those methods. Okay, so based upon that, we have to find out the each and everything. So at present, I'm trying to print only date. So what it looks like, we'll see. So it will give the complete date, save. How to remove this one? There is no option removing this space. Yeah, so here Tuesday, January 1st, 2021, something 21, all these things are not June. So all those things, Greenwich Mean Time, 5:30 India, something, so standard time, all those things, but I don't want that much date, right? So we need to provide something. So from the years, month, full year, date, all these things we have to retrieve, right? So for that, so date dot. So for example, I need only full year. So then we have to get it individually. Okay, product and save. Yeah. So like that, so we have to retrieve all the things like get full year, month, day, so date, time, hours, minutes, seconds, everything we can retrieve. Okay. So the similar way, so we have to set the date. For example, so generally, if you want to provide only new date without any parameters, so then it will give the system date. But I want to provide sometimes product expiry date. So date of birth. So we need to set it right. So for that, we have to provide the so something so that something date of birth or something. So why I'm providing so actually April 13th this is, but I have given 3. So this is a year, so this is a month, this is the date. So date is okay, but month I have given April 3. Okay, so but 3 is April, but so month starts with 0, January starts with 0. So that's why Jan is 0, February is 1, March is 2, April is 3. Okay, so December is 11, 0 to 11. So if you want to, so try to, okay, remove this one. So I have set the date. So if you want to try to print the date, save, clear. So here I'm getting, so April 13, 1983. So hours, minutes, seconds, I did not set it. Okay, if you want to set that one also, I want to set it. So set hours. So I'm trying to provide some hours as you wish. So I'm mentioning 8 hours, something 53 minutes, 50 seconds, something. So date of birth. So date dot set minutes. So 52. Do not give more than 60. Yeah? And date dot set seconds. Okay. So if you want, you can provide the milliseconds also. So date dot set milliseconds. Oh, so milliseconds. Oh, then you have to provide divided by 6. Okay, let me provide 600. Okay, fine. So this is enough more than 60 milliseconds. Why it is not required? Yeah. So now I'm trying to print the data object console.log date clear refresh. So April 13th, 1983. So 8 hours 52 seconds 56. So 8 hours 52 minutes 56 seconds. So now I want to create so better way. I want to display so with the dates one exactly the digital clock every time we are changing, right? So that type of thing let me provide by using same dates. Okay, I'm writing simple example. This is just we have learned how to retrieve and how to set it. But how to write one simple example so then we can understand a little bit more, right? So let me provide those things. For example, I want to display so time related things. So actually I need to explain the date, then I need to give this assignment. But some guys, they may not understand exactly that set timeout and set interval. So displaying date is not, that is not a big deal, right? So if you refresh, then it will change the time. So, but I don't want like that. It will come automatically. But when each, in which scenarios we have to use set timeout, in which scenarios we have to use set interval, I'm explaining clearly in this example. So current time, I want to display the time here, span, span. So try to provide this one outside of JavaScript because this is HTML. Current time, so I want to display here. Okay, so for that dynamically we want to display, right? So from HTML, JavaScript to HTML. So that is clock ID something. So inside the script, I'm writing some date related things. Okay, how to do it? So first, let me write down function some time. Okay, same story again, where today equal to, so I'm getting data object. So after that, hours. Okay, I'm writing shortcut hours h today dot get hours. So same similar way. So where I'm equal to today dot, so get minutes. Oh, so where second equal to today dot get seconds. This is enough. Milliseconds and all these things not required. Simple thing. Okay, so now what we have to do finally, so we got the details. So what we have to do, I want to display, if you want to display console.log, it will display inside the browser console, but I don't want like that. So where we have to display? So inside the view page. So document dot get element by ID of where you want to display here, right? So for that, I'm taking this ID. Okay, so dot inner HTML, so equal to, I want to display how? So hour plus quotes colon plus minutes plus quotes colon. So this is the way we have to display the variables and along with hard-coded data. So that hard-coded data is colons. Yes, that's it. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is the way we are displaying. So now I want to display the time. Save. So I want to display in the view page, right? So then this debugger is not required now. Just close it. Okay, refresh. Oh, it is not coming. Something we did mistake. Okay, fine. Check it out. Clock ID, inner HTML, hours, minute. Okay, so we did not call this function, right? Yes. So if you want to call this function, we have to create the, so which one button, sorry, function or HTML level, we have to use on click or otherwise JavaScript. We have to call that function here. So instead of that one, what I'm trying to do, I don't want to refresh and all those things. So at the time of window load, so we have till now learned only on click, right? So window on load one event would be there. So there, while loading the web page only, it will call this function. So for that, so they have given window on load inside the JavaScript. If you want to write inside the HTML body on load, we have to write it. Okay, so I'm writing inside the JavaScript. So window on load. So then we have to write one function. So inside that function, I'm trying to call so get time function. So at the time of loading only, so I need to execute so this function and give the date. Okay, so now check it out. So it is giving. So 21, 24, 45, same time we are getting like this. Okay, if you refresh, that seconds will change, then it will change the minutes also because 60 more than 60. So still it doesn't come. Now it will come 24 to 25. So if you observe clearly, so that seconds is coming here like 1, 2, 3 like this. So even if you want to provide, so hours also the same thing like 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So that is not looking good, right? So what we have to do? So we have to prepend with something, right? So that something is nothing but 0. So instead of 1, we have to provide the 0 1. So 0 2, like that. If you provide, so then it looks good. No, sir, why we have to do it as you wish? Okay, so I'm doing so in front of so time, so that for minutes or seconds, if you want to provide, so just we are calling some method just prepending with 0. So which elements, which numbers? Only less than 10. 0 to 9 only we have to prepend it with 0. Okay, fine. So for that I'm writing one function. Yeah. So check time I'm writing. Okay. So I want to pass function check time. So just why I'm writing these many functions for better understanding of how to write the functions, how to invoke the functions, all those things. Otherwise not required these things. Okay. Function check time. I'm trying to pass the numbers. If numbers, see, I'm trying to write the logics and all those things. So these are simple, but you need to understand each and everything line of code. So that I value, for example, that minutes or seconds or something. So if you try to hours, if you try to provide a less than 9, means less than or equal to 9 or less than 10, then I want to write down that I value equal to, so prepended with 0 plus that 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, otherwise display as it is I value. That's it. Okay, once again, so for example, check time, if you are passing so less 0 to 9. Okay, so even we are passing 0 to 9, 0 to 10, 11, 12 until 60, but more than 10 is not required, right? So 12, 11, 12, 13, 10, 11, 12, 13, it's okay. But 0 1 2 3 4 5, instead of that one, 0 0 0 1 0 2 0 3 until 0 9 is good. So for that reason I'm trying to prepend with 0. So this is not at all required. For better look, and as well as we need to understand how to implement separate function, so we need to call that separate function so from our this thing. So what we have to do for that, I'm trying to call for minutes and as well as seconds. Check time of minutes, check time of seconds we will pass. Okay, so where is that? So here we can pass it. Time we will get the dates, right? Yeah. So I'm trying to pass. So m equal to, okay, for minutes, check time. So just we are overriding with this. So check time of m. So what will happen? So just it will call check time. So that minutes will come here. So that minutes, if it is less than 10, then prepend it with a 0. That's it. That is not difficult logic I've written, just simple thing, function call. Similar way, seconds, check time of 6. Okay, 6 means seconds. Okay, so here I'm trying to provide minutes and seconds. I'm trying to call check time. Add 0. Okay, if you want. So adding 0 value. So in front of. So numbers less than or equal to, or less than, okay. Less than or equal to 9 also, no issues. So for that we are writing is 2 and special function. Okay, these things are over, but how to, okay, now if you want we will check it out. 0 2. Okay, otherwise it will display 2. Yeah, leave it about those things. Now we will move to the other thing. But every time refreshing, this is changing time. This is not correct, right? So what we have to do? It will change automatically. So for that, I'm writing one function set timeout. Okay, so inside that document dot get element by ID. So now I want to write down. So after completion of execution of this logic and display this time, again, I want to call this and I want to get it the latest data, right? So for that, I'm writing here some small thing callback function that is set timeout. Okay, so this set timeout, it will take one function. So this function, when we have to call after every second, right? So what we have to call? So call again, same function. What will happen indirectly? Let me explain. Get time, that's it. So what we are doing here, so every time, so first whenever we have to load, we are calling this time. So we are getting hours, minutes, and seconds. After that, we are minutes and seconds, we are prepending with 0. Okay, leave it about this one. Okay, concentrate on this is displaying the data. But after displaying the data, so what I'm trying to do, this function is calling means, so after completion of and display the data also, it will run this code, right? So it will execute this set timeout function. Again, it will call the function. So then again, it will get this hours, minutes, seconds, latest data, and it will display the data. Again, it will come. So this function will repeat continuously. So that's why we are getting updated data here. Okay, but after second, 1 second only, I want to display this data. If you want to write 2 seconds, then it will change 2 seconds. Okay, fine. So if you want to change based on your, so 1 hour, what is that? Only minutes. If you want to change it, then you have to write 60,000 something. Okay, fine. So save, refresh. Now I don't want to change. It will change automatically. That function will call. So this set timeout after every 1 second. I want to call this get time. Again, we will fetch the latest data and display the latest data. That's it. This is one approach. Okay, so because set timeout will invoke only one time, but we are repeating inside that function. So that's why it is calling again and again. If you want to cut it from here, so if you want to paste it outside the function, so it will execute only one time, right? So then there is no use, but we have one more function that is set interval. So it will call every 1 second automatically this function. Now you understand, right? Exactly where we have to use set timeout and set interval. So set timeout, we have to use only one time, but so that one time we are repeating the same function execution inside the function. If you write outside the function, that set interval is the own capability to so run this function again and again after 1 second. So again, the same story will repeat and it will give the same output. Refresh, still it is working. So if you write set timeout outside, see the output. It will not, it will not change. I thought it changed. So it is displaying only 24 because only one time it will run. So whenever we have to write set interval here, so then it will repeat and it will get the call this method again and again. Okay, so this is exactly that digital clock. Okay, so I'm not providing this code. I have explained. Okay, so just try to do this example. Okay, I will provide you 5 small assignments. So those assignments, you know already 1 or 2 assignments, but you need to use Bootstrap along with that. Okay, so I will give you that 5 assignments, but not now. So I will share it to the, so this thing. So how, let me explain. So take copy code from the bootstrap, no issues. So no need to write each and every line of code of bootstrap because you know the bootstrap. So if you want to provide, you can provide this thing also. So you can provide one logo if you want, or otherwise your company name. Okay. Task something. No, sir, bootstrap is not completed. Oh, only HTML CSS got completed. Bootstrap did not complete. Okay, fine. Then remove this one. Just provide normal links. Bootstrap should not apply. So if you know small HTML semantic elements, you know, right? Or otherwise normal things. Okay. I think then we will discuss after JavaScript. So what we have to do assignments here. So just provide links here. One is, so I will provide you tomorrow. Just I'm explaining. Here we need to provide one form. That form details you have to display here. So you need to keep it all these assignments in one place. Okay. So then another one. But then without using this thing, then you will simply copy paste it. So I thought you know already Bootstrap, so you will try to apply styles and designs along with old assignments. One class is over. Okay, fine. Then again, what we have to do, so only we have to provide the simple assignments, again JavaScript related only, but you can't develop website. So if you are at least expert in HTML, CSS also, you can do it. Okay, try it. By using HTML and CSS, you can try it using semantic elements. So this one, so provide, yeah. So something assignments or tasks or as it is, so whichever the thing you can provide. So here, okay, I don't want to write all those things directly. You can write the assignments names here. Okay, so assignments names, you have to write down assignment 1. I will give you tomorrow. So you have to prepare like this. Assignment 2. So dot assignment. Okay. So if I give more assignments, you have to provide the link. So that particular assignments, so you have to display here. Okay. So this is image. This is that particular code related things you have to provide. So for example, if it is a calculator related things, so you have to provide some image, so that calculator working. So here I want to provide the customer details. So I want to store. So here form would be there. Here that data should reflect here. So that type of things you have to do it. Okay, so here even digital clock also, that's why I did not give the code. So here you have to provide the something, so lock related symbol, then you have to display that digital clock. So whenever we have to click the assignments, those assignments will display here. But if it is bootstrap is over, then it looks good. Okay, try to use it. So I will give you assignment, those 5 assignments. Those 5 assignments you have to provide based on the links. You have to display, so left side one image and right side that particular thing. If it is form related things, do not provide even images. Forms information you have to provide here. So that details you have to display in this. Okay, so forms related things, only 2 assignments. I think I have given one, so budget calculator, and second one is the customer details we have to provide and display the data, and we have to delete that particular customer. That type of things are there. Code, no, code and output should there. Code and output. Yeah, without code, how can we verify? I will pick the particular members. So I will ask the details about that code also. So how you have implemented, you should aware of each and every line of code. Okay, so if you use bootstrap, then ignore it, but normally I'm asking HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so how can you use it? So I will ask, so out of 20 members I will pick some of the members, so then I will try to ask. No issues, you can discuss with your members. So for example, if you try to prepare one assignment, so discuss with your friends and try to find out each and every line of code. If I ask someone, then you have to explain that one. If I know Bootstrap, can I? Yes. So the persons who knows already Bootstrap, you can use it. So the persons who don't know, no issues, you can write simple template. You know HTML, you know hyperlinks, right? Use those things. If you know the frames concept also, you can use frames, right? Otherwise, frames, if you type it in the HTML, so you will find out so that frame set frame. So you can use that one also if you don't know the Bootstrap. Okay, fine. Fine, guys, we will meet again tomorrow. So with assignments also I will provide. So I will verify those assignments on Saturday or Sunday. So I will give you, okay, Saturday also I will give you the time. So Sunday I will verify, okay, all the 5 assignments.
Hello,
Thank
sir.
you.
Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, yes. Do you know who's that?
I'm Paras. Can you please explain the left hand side, what we have to display at the left hand side and the right hand side
Yes,
on
so
the
left
checkboard?
hand side, if nothing forms are not available, then you have to provide the image. So if forms are available, then provide the forms here. For example, if I provide the customer related registration form, so if you fill the data customer registration form, I want to display that data here. Okay, that particular customer. If I fill another customer, I want to display second customer, first customer, second customer should be there. So, and beside I want to provide the delete. If nothing forms are not there, for example, so digital clock, just now we have discussed. If I click on this one, then we have to display digital clock related some image, but that execution code we have to display here. Something you have to give any image, so just for better look. Okay, and moreover, how to display the side by side, so two div containers. I need to understand, for that I'm giving this one. So that's why you have to try to utilize, so HTML, CSS, JavaScript, the persons who knows Bootstrap, try to utilize and try to prepare good website. And whenever we have to click the assignment here, then that particular assignment you have to display in the good looking manner. Okay, so not like simply display so that details or something like simple form that not looks good, right? You have to apply the styles also for that. Okay, so I will give you, don't worry. So I will give you the assignments, then based on that you can prepare.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, he will provide, I think Rohit or someone, I will provide the assignments to them, Pooja, so they will assign you. Thank you. Bye.